back. We are still here, and
Good day.
Good day to you.
Empire du Lon, something like that. I think we need bloodstone, right? We need. I think we went this way before. We just didn't get that. Oh, I wanted that. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So. Let's go back. These worlds are so big. It's the only complaint about Inquisition that I have, is it's so big. And did you notice that I saved like 2 deserts for the last ones to do? I mean, that gives you a sign on how much I like those. So we'll get this recorded today. I do have oops. I don't think I was supposed to do that. I went right by it. Cancel. I do have to work today. I also went back and checked everything for Wise to see what saved and what didn't for Horizon Dawn. And it looks like we could pick up right where we left off. Everything was saved perfectly. Super happy about that I don't have to worry about that at all. Okay, so it's up here. And then we could just go ahead and get it done when we're ready. Now it looks like I'm gonna have to go to camp. Yeah. Okay. Because I don't see a way up there. Okay. So straight. Now I don't know why it does this to me. Let's check these. Okay. So I'm super excited that it actually kept what we did. It'd be a shame to start that one over again.
Kill.
Let's look around.
Let's fight first, Cyril. How about that? Yeah. Now we'll look around. Which way is it going? That way. Let's read this first. Snow-covered diary. An expert from Adeline's diary. A message came today. He said Grand Guard was killed. He tried to explain to Remy how it happened, but Remy wasn't listening. I had to tell him to leave. I tried to explain to Remy what it all meant, but I don't think he heard me either. He just shivered and asked me to put more wood on the fire. I don't think he understands. Maybe he just doesn't want to. I hate this war. Return Mama's ring. Okay, let's go over here before we forget about it. Again. There it is. Letter home. Delhi. It is Elric. Like I told you it would be. I always knew when it's him. I get that prickle at the back of my neck. Maker knows how it happens, it just does. You should trust me. I knew he wouldn't let me go. I'm going to lay a false trail, get him away, then double back to come at him from behind. Then I'm going to end him. I hope I'll have the opportunity to send this. Maybe I'll find a messenger in Sherna. I just like writing to you, talking to you. It makes me feel like you're close, like father's close. He taught us everything he knew about hunting, which gives me the courage I'll need to do what I have to. Love always, Diane. Okay. Mama's ring. There we go. Fisherman's letter. Hey, Wormface. You know our usual spot under Judy's Crossing? It was there fishing 2 nights ago when the entire thing came down. A thunderous noise like you'd never heard. Maker must have been watching my sorry behind. I don't know how I got out of there alive. It was those damn Templars. I told you there was something shifty about them. Anyway, I was picking myself up when I saw something glittering in the rubble on the shore. I would have gone and looked, but those Templars were poking around what was left of the bridge, and I didn't want them to see me. I'm thinking there might be some sort of treasure hidden in the bridge. I'll need you to I'll need you on lookout while I dig. Come by when you've got a mind to, and we'll head over there. Hook nose. Alright.
Your efforts to drive off the Red Templars have not gone unnoticed. Imshael knows we're here. He sent Red Templars after me, and a pack of shades descends now upon Sarnia. The people are defenseless. I must return without delay. It's up to you to destroy Imshael.
Okay, I can do that. Oh. Yeah, that's fine up there. Anything else over here? Do and keep documents. Do we know anything about Imshael fellow? Where did he come from? Why are we to defer to him? He's not from the Order, so far as I know, and there's something about him that makes me uneasy. Hayden. I'm poking around. So don't keep documents. Expert from the Journal of the Red Templars. Writing has become difficult. There is a sharp pain in my hands when I move them, like shards of glass in my knuckles. When I look in the mirror, I don't recognize myself. I remember when Lieutenant Ernst got this way. He looked like a living corpse. His complexion a pismal of bluish blush of life. Instead of blood, it was pulsing red lyrium. It killed him and kept him alive at the same time. I don't want this anymore. It gave me power, but it goes against everything I was taught. Sometimes I am swept along the fever, but in quiet. I remember what I was and what I believe. Some say Insha could cure us. He could pull the red lyrium from our bodies if we ask him. But there's a price. No price would be too high. I just want to be myself again. Oh, loot. Love how it didn't ding while I was in there. I was wondering where he went. He went after my Solus. That's where he went. Test notes. We must carefully control exposure to the red lyrium. The last one entered a savage frenzy from the lyrium. We had to put it down. Once the red lyrium takes hold, their strength increases, as we expected, but it makes them even more difficult to leash. Until we obtain the creatures in a large enough number to test different techniques, we will never achieve a reliable method of corruption and control. I may have to recommend setting aside the entire experiment. Surely the behemoth serves our purpose. Test notes. The giant brought back from the Emerald Graves last week died this morning. It had received a small injury to the abdomen that eventually killed it. We have only one surviving giant. Fortunately, the first changes have been promising. I am hopeful. It must be difficult to capture the creature without violence, but there is too much at risk in beating them into submission. Breeding them might be feasible. Unfortunately, no one has ever spotted a female of the species.
Do we just smash it all, or what?
That don't look like a promising. Smash it all? We can smash it all. I don't mind. Whoa, look at that glitch. That was nice. I really haven't looked in my inventory in a long time. '73. I'm not even gonna try to go up there. Or maybe I could try. I mean, we're running out of room in my inventory. And down I went. Let's spin this tree. Oh, it's one other than the other. No. Not happening. I know there's a trick. But I remember the trick. No! I don't remember at all. Don't remember. Oh well. There's no... Ah, come on. Jump. There we go. The Bottle of Thetis, Absol Peach. Not so much filtered as dreaded. Should be kept in a cold, dark place. Also locked, forgotten as well if one is wise. So this is back where we were. Okay. Let's keep going. Seriously? Read. So don't keep documents hidden. Everyone makes you uneasy. Calm down. What I heard here is Imshael was sent to help oversee red lyrium growth in the quarry. He supports the cause, and that's all that matters. Keep your nose down, do your job, don't agatize him. Connell. Nice little giant in there. This one's easy to get to. Other than the one box. It's fine. Okay. What's Dana? Oh. You up there. Aren't you?
Will prevail.
goes up that way. We don't need to go up there yet. Yeah, that goes back around. Right. I think. Yeah. No worries, we'll come back for you. Okay, so that's back around. And then we go this way. It should lead us, yes. Sulin's Keep documents from the writings of Knight Captain Forrester. We arrived in the Highlands at night. I was immediately given the task of overseeing the acquaintances and staffing of the Sonar Quarry. I asked the general why we needed a quarry, if the crystals will grow anywhere. Apparently the Elder One believes the composition of the earth here will endure that it grows more rapidly and abundantly. I didn't ask why he believes this. The general doesn't like questions. He probably doesn't know. And some of my men feel that we should take the quarry by force. The general did not specifically how I was to secure the lands, so I am considering a more subtle approach. Any suspicion we raise will increase the chances of a military investigation, perhaps even the newly formed Inquisition. We must operate in secret as long as possible. I scouted the quarry yesterday. It's quiet. With the war raging, I expect demons for luxury granite has decreased significantly. As thought occurs to me, so much is gained through commerce. Why not exploit that? Okay. So now, down back around here. So to keep documents, someone has made notes about the Red Lyrium and Empress Dulin. I was in Kirkwall when Meredith died. She drew up the Red Lyrium in her sword and was consumed by it. Yet here we are, taking power from the lyrium and still alive. Foreigner says in the early days, many were lost to the madness too quickly. We must use it enough that it changes us, but not so much that it destroys us. He thinks Imshael is the key. He knows something about the Red Lyrium. With his help, we can keep the corruption at bay longer. He called himself a gardener. Is that how he sees it? He tends the red lyrium, keeps it well fed and growing, not too quickly, not too slowly. My saloon keep documents, my lord Imshael. There is a soldier in Shire who calls himself Michael. He arrived last night and has been, or Michelle. He arrived last night and he's been asking about the keep and you in particular. He told people you are a demon. Shall we have him retrieved, Connell? Demon, what a frightful thing to call someone. No, leave Michelle alone. He made his choice. I look forward to his attempts to follow through. Although I suspect he'll trip on his good intentions and fall down a well inside a week, Imshael. I'm gonna leave that one too. I mean, I could try. Almost there. Okay, that was easier than I thought. Side, I think. This is where we came from, right? Yep. That's where we see you all standing. Can't see anything when you do that iron bar. I mean, it's a cool move, and you do it so good. But I just can't see. Okay. I don't think that there's any more looting. Ben Harrell, you're everywhere. Goodness solas. Everywhere. The honored rebellion, freer of slaves. Imshael.
Ah, the hero arrives. But is it hero or murderer? It's so hard to tell.
You're the demon called Imshael.
Ahem. Choice spirit.
Talky ones. I hate the talky ones.
Wait, wait, wait! These are your friends? They're very violent. It's worrying. True to my name, I will show you that you have a choice. It doesn't always have to end in blood.
No, you die, demon.
Alpha, choice spirit. If you won't be smart, be afraid. Where's that Michelle? Enough of this. Enough of this.
Calling on your friends is not gonna help you. Good. Bye. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. I've forgotten no more. Up there. Okie dokies. So this way. Gotcha. Take you. Okay, let me see the. Yeah, I know. Thank you though. Where eminent regen spawner at a higher rate. Fireball, what do you got? Five to will. You take that. Okay. Actually. I'm gonna have to start thinking of Dorian here. Oh, nice little flop, bud.
Is he gone? The demon is finally gone.
He's not gonna make it.
Delirium has taken hold. He doesn't have long.
Why was the demon here, working with the Red Templars?
A garden needs a gardener. Nurturing, gentle hands. Directing the change. Not too fast, not too slow. Just right. Has to be just right.
Demon-directed growth. Perhaps it yields more functional soldiers.
There's nothing I can do for you. I'm sorry.
Imshael. He said he could take the red out. If I said yes.
Imshael could have saved you.
He liked to watch the agony. He liked to play. We were his garden. Consent and live. Deny and be consumed. Oh, but what he wanted? No. Anything but that. I chose the red. I chose...
Death. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Rest. Craft, I think. I don't have anything quite yet for that. Upgrade potions, armor, equip. I believe. Hello, I will talk to you in a minute.
Your worship, welcome. I am Baron Edouard Desjardins of Leeds.
Hello, I will talk to you in one moment, dear sir. Trading with Kasharak, my approach was carefully observed. This was not a tag unused to watch its boundaries. I got the impression that if I'd been one of his Orzammar cousins, our meeting would have been swift and bloody. That is, if I'd been allowed to find the passage at all. As it was, he was polite and efficient, and he knew well the current market for everything he offered. Clearly, their isolation is not because of fear, and certainly not disinterest. Among his wares, I saw the latest fabrics of Valrayo, and oh, excuse me, I swallowed on spit. That was good. And volumes of by a free marcher poet 3 centuries dead. This only added to my doubt of official year of Kasharak's rediscovery, as declared by the Assembly of Orzammar. I didn't mention this to my host, as curious as it was, there was an undercurrent I found unsettling. I must stress that he and his helpers were professional and honest throughout, but there was something I can't describe. While he remained hooded the entire time, he looked me square in the eye when our deal was struck, unashamed. I lived through a time of blight. I felt the gaze of a Grey Warden and seen the corruption of his prey. While I remembered both in that moment, I still can't explain. on the meeting novice Strudhall and Carl Sharak, expert from the journals of Sir Evanus Abson, noble merchant scholar. Okay, now I'm cold. We reached a whopping 24 degrees today. I am super excited for that. The wind, though, is a little bit nasty, so it makes it colder than what it should be. I'm just putting my sweater in, trying to talk my way through most of it, so apologize for the wait. There we go. Pull that down. Okay, there we go.
I am pleased. Good day to you.
No, come back.
Good day, your worship.
You know Josephine
You
well.
seem to know Josephine quite well.
Oh, yes. Yves Montillier, Josephine's father, is an old friend. We used to hunt together. I watched her grow up, you know. Such a clever girl. She could charm wolves to dance with hares. I am gratified to see the Inquisition has not overlooked her talents.
What is your role here, Baron?
Oh, well, the ambassador entrusted me with handling the Inquisition's enterprise in the Dales. Much of our efforts are concentrated on rebuilding, eradicating threats, reopening trade routes and such. And of course, I will oversee the forging of relations with the nobles of Southern Orlais.
Any news, Baron?
Scouts report you have seen the collapsed bridge at Judicel's Crossing. We are trying to secure resources to rebuild it. Reinforcements from Skyhold will hasten this.
I shall take my leave.
Okay. Excuse me. What was that?
Of course.
I know you're here. Aha. There it is. Hi. What do you have here? It's not the money. It's the inventory. Like...
What do you need?
That's all. Thank you, sir.
May Cal be with you.
Okay.
Inquisitor.
Hello.
No sign of trouble at the moment.
It's done. The demon is dead.
It is finally over. I wish I could have heard him scream, but Sarnia is safe. It is a good day.
Sorry, Nina.
Now I find
Wish I could
myself
do that.
free to choose a new direction. I would be honored to serve the Inquisition, if it will have me.
The Inquisition welcomes you, Michel de Chauvin.
I shall return to your outpost to await further instruction.
Oops, sorry. Hit my mic. All right. Yeah. All right, now we're going Skyhold. Cullen, you're gonna have to wait for a bit. All right, now. Duran. What do you have here? Oh, oh, perfect. Everybody's got. Everybody's got. Okay. You got a point to spend? No. Very well.
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no? I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically. And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate? Anything I should know? I've nothing to report at the moment.
Very well.
I'll leave you to your work.
Taking a drink here. Okay. So, we got stuff we need to.
The request the leader of the tradesmen made. Yes, I'll see to it.
All right. Anything?
The Empress has gifted us with a selection of rare books. I can't wait till they arrive.
Perfect. How are you?
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor.
Oh, is it?
Here it is.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold's present state.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Thank you.
I'm told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance, Inquisitor. Would I have done the same, I wonder? Forgiveness can be difficult. I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the Alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
I'll leave you to it.
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
There's always repetitive stuff.
My heart.
My heart.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shiral.
My heart, he says. And went In the wrong door yet again. Every time.
If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
Hi, my dwarf.
Carry on.
I love you, Varric. I
Your
don't
worship.
know what I'm gonna
Stone
do
Mat,
without you.
Inquisitor.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Because as you know, today post was the last post of Veilguard, and I blubbered like a big baby when they took my favorite dwarves. I was not happy. But in other hindsights, I mean, the romance with Deverin, I'm super pleased with that. I'm pretty sure if I would have went with him, I would have lost him, and that was but never good.
My dear, I know you must have a great deal on your mind right now, but I need to speak with you. You know as well as I how far the Inquisition's influence has spread, and how desperate the Grand Clerics have become. Our opinion will be instrumental in their election of the new Divine.
I thought that might be coming after the Grand Ball.
The Inquisition may not be invited to their vote, but our actions will certainly influence the Grand Clerics. To sit on the Sunburst throne, a candidate should have grace, charm, and a will of solid steel. Cassandra may lack the first two, but unless you can think of someone better, she is the strongest choice.
What would your ideal Divine do with her power?
The most important thing, of course, is the restoration of the Circles and the Templar Order. The institutions that have protected Thedas for ages must be rebuilt, and the malcontents utterly crushed. We cannot allow anarchists to threaten the lives of the innocent. After we have restored sanity to the world, there will be time to address voices of dissent.
Leliana might be a better choice than Cassandra, don't you think?
Leliana is a well-meaning fool. She will do irreparable harm to countless people in the name of freedom. She proposes to abolish the Circles with nothing but a solemn promise from mages not to murder children. When an angry mage lashes out inside a tower, villages aren't destroyed. The Circle protects us all. Mages will die and take ordinary men with them in a war that cannot be won. Consider carefully, Inquisitor. Everything we do is a sign from the Maker to those who seek one.
I knew you didn't gonna like that. That's okay. I am not here for you. I am here for Liliana. And yes, I have had all three divines chosen before, so I know that she is ruthless when she's chosen. I know that Cassandra restores it to the same as it always has, and Liliana, though has resistance, does change quite a bit, and that's what I think Thedas needs. A crumpled letter, my dear Erwin. You have been the light of my life, the song in my heart, for over a year. But the world has changed, and both of us with it. How does one live through the rending of the sky and still remain the same? I've seen obliviation through the rifts, and I fear our lives are about to end. You told me the distance between us would be hard to bear, and I said I would never seek the arms of anyone but yours. I was wrong. I have met someone in Valverde. She is a dark where you're a fair. She fills her life with poetry, not battle, and her voice, her tongue trips so sweetly on the thrills and flourishes of Elysian language. She gives me hope that we will survive this. I am sorry, I will never forget you. Aurora? Adora? Aurori? Something like that. Long distance relationships. If you can make them work, grand to you, but Like that one, I never found long-distance relationships worked at all. Okay, so couldn't I open that one? Yeah, it closes. Okay. Down we go. Ooh, I almost landed on your head, sir. Okay. Now. Okay. We'll just go through everything. We're good.
Mistress Pulin of Sarnia is accused of aiding and abetting the Red Templars in the Dales. She sold a quarry to them for a handsome sum. They used the quarry to grow red lyrium by enslaving townspeople. The only extenuating circumstance, Mistress Pulin was procuring supplies to keep the remaining townspeople fed.
We can't ignore your crimes, but it seems you had a noble purpose.
My crime was misjudgment. The land sale was meant to bring prosperity in hard times.
Yet you kept taking coin from the Red Templars, even after you realized what they'd done to the people.
Why not? It bought food for the ones remaining. Isn't that enough? You question whether greed or necessity led me. Tell me which you weigh me for.
Mistress Pulin, you will spend all your ill-earned money rebuilding the town of Sarnia. If the townspeople forgive you, your debt to them is paid.
Your worship, I will do my best to repair what I have done.
Alright. Oh, game, you're gonna be stupid?
Yes?
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Perk. That should be all taken care of. Yes. Really don't need anything here. I'm doing fine in that. I like that. Come on, computer. Okay.
Inquisitor. Inquisitor. At your service.
We're gonna have to try talking to Dagna soon here too. Alright. Concluding her predecessor's work. A neatly filled request form. Copied in triplicate and delivered to the appropriate parties. Request. An assortment of flora from the southern Ferelden and eastern Olay includes several uncommon varieties. See attached list. Tissue samples from several common herbivores. See attached lists. Access to accurate maps of southern Thedas and records savage from Haven. Purpose. My predecessor, Manave, was studying altercations in feeding and migration patterns in several species. Follow the appearances of the breach. Her work was left incomplete. I would finish it. Signed, Hemsey Durrington, Inquisitor, Researcher. It would be faster to purchase dismiss items than hunt them down. My agents could seek reliable sources in Valray. Oh, I can contact the University of Olay to see if they have additional materials to aid her research. Our soldiers can gather any outstanding items. It will double as a training exercise for the newer recruits. There you
Inquisitor.
go. Continuing on her predecessor's work, a formally submitted report. Current progress and findings. Certain herbivores appear especially sensitive to disruptions caused by the rifts. Migrations and mating habits have been implicated. Replications on predators' behavior apparent, but warrant further study. Additional notes. In studying altercations and animal behaviors, I've uncovered something that Inquisition soldiers may find useful. Human behavior is similar, unpredictable. I will continue to pursue this line of research until otherwise notified. Signed, Ezra Darren, Inquisitor Research. Okay. Did that one.
Let us begin.
Thank you, Josie.
Let us begin. Let us begin.
Yes, ma'am.
Inquisitor.
Josie.
Inquisitor.
Josie. I guess Josie's the one. Inquisitor. My, how things have changed. When we first arrived at Skyhold, we would have been lucky to have the elite of Hamshral even acknowledge our presence. Now that we've occupied Sullen Keeps and can no longer be ignored, a group of merchants and noblemen have approached me with a proposal. They say that, since the Inquisition is currently better placed to keep order in the Dales than even the Imperial throne, they would like to set up a consortium of sorts. An Inquisition ambassador at their side will, according to them, aid communications and allow us to keep their interests safe even as they promote ours. It's worth considering, your worship, Josie. Allow me to send the ambassadors and I shall begin the arrangement for this job. That went splendidly. Naturally, these worries of Ole wanted nothing more than to be given everything while providing nothing in return, but I set the record straight. If they want our assistance in supporting their efforts to restoring to war-torn Dales, they'll need to show some difference to our agents and ensure that any troop movements and trade efforts the Inquisition makes in the Dales are given the highest priority. All it took was a bit of negotiation and a few subtle threats. You go, girl. They sent along some lovely gifts to show their appreciation for your presence in Skyhold, and the Cornum should ensure that any attempt we make to gather coin in the future are that much easier. Josephine. Michelle Giffin, Celine's disgraced champion, has joined the Inquisition. He is an honorable man, but a casualty of Ole's brutal politics and prejudice. Find him a place in the organization where he will feel at home. Michelle can do a little for me in Vaverill's halls of powers, but he knows about the Illuvians controlled by the elves of Ole. I'll have work I'll have him work with Solus and our scholars to discover all we can of those mirrors. Misha has been exiled from the Imperial Court, which means he's well aware of the pitfalls of the game. We have our noble allies who could benefit from an advisor with such experience, and I could always use more liaisons to the southern Ole. Michelle was once a renowned chevalier, even the best Grand Duke Gaspar in single combat. I could use an officer with that kind of experience.
To work?
Very good. I'll speak to Michelle immediately. From what I hear, he already struck up a friendship with some of our young soldiers after one night at the tavern. I can already see him moving into a mentoring position, Colin. Now, if you read the books, Michelle's disgrace or whatever it was, it's painful to... He's painfully bilious and not very good at the game, so he wouldn't be instructed for that. I don't think he had any clue too much on the Illuvians, even though he was there with them. I think he would be very uncomfortable in that aspect of it. But he is a very good soldier, and one where he can pass on his soldierings and without getting overly too into trouble. So that's where I'm going to stick him. Okay, and this is our resource, so that's Josie's. Let's see. Dearest Josephine, do you recall the letter I sent about the new volunteers who have reported to Salon Keep to help with our efforts? Lady Dotsy, daughter of Lord Basilmoran, was one of the. We were unaware of her real identity because she came to us in disguise as a villager. Unfortunately, Lord Basil has just now discovered the whereabouts of his missing daughter and has accused the Inquisition of kidnapping her. Lord Basil's colorful slander of the Inquisition has cast a shadow on our relationship with wealthy southern Olesian society. Complete Complicating matters, Lady Doe refuses to return to her father and the gilded cage of a gentlewoman. I can't very well tie her up and deliver her to the Lord in a barrel, can I? Sincerely, Doe. Lady Doe should follow her heart. Lord Basil is a minor noble, and his favor is not worth courting. I could trick him into social ruin once he is torn down. He may rant, but no one will listen. Why can't we? We don't have to literally put her in a barrel, but let Dosette know in no uncertain terms that she is no longer welcome in the Inquisition. We had one of our Liliana spies bait Lord Bassett into starting his rant at the recent ball. Just as he was reaching the climax of his argument, Lodita entered in full Inquisition regal with an entourage of soldiers and exposed her father's lies. She then challenged him to a duel for the Inquisition's honor. Lord would not meet her blade and was shunned for the rest of the event. Well, Lady Duchess became the star of the evening. I don't think we need to worry about Lord Bassett in the future, Josephine. Very good. Gather cloth. This is you again, Josie.
Inquisitor.
And you again.
Let us begin.
Perfect. And again.
Let us begin.
Okay. Judgment. Help the people of Shania. God damn, I can't say that. Sorry, guys. Mrs. Proline has sentenced to provide relief to the people of Sharna, who suffered because of her alliance with the Red Templars. She has purchased supplies for the town, but it is difficult moving them up the river. She has asked the Inquisition for aid. I could invite some of our couriers there. Better this relief arrive in bits and pieces than not at all. We could hire a bracer of wagons and send guards to transport supplies up to Sharn. It'll be slower but safer. Olesian guilds rely on this quarry. I will appeal to their business sense, and they will lend both boats to move the supplies upriver.
Inquisitor.
Mr. Sprolin's supplies have reached Sharna. Food, clothing are being divided among the populace according to need. In thanks, the town has given the Inquisition several tons of their best granite as a building material. Okay. So now, that's Elven Glyphs. This is crossing. Yeah. Okay. Ambassador Motelet, we, the members of the Legion Society for the Protection of Historic Culture, would like you to draw your attention to the deplorable state of Jusku Crossing. The bridge was constructed in 856, blessed as a part of festivities around the first anniversary of coronation of Emperor Jusil I, and nearly an age, it has been considered the greatest triumph of Olesian engineering. Now it lies in ruins, shattered by monstrosity rebels of the Templar Order. You cannot allow the grave injustice to stand, Ambassador. The Crown is too involved in the Civil War to properly care for our historic landmarks, but the Inquisition will surely come to the aid of the people. With hope, Duchess Nicole de Belmonte. In another hand, at the bottom of the letter, Colin, can we handle this, please? I'm retrieving 19 of these letters a day. Josephine. We can deploy our corps of engineers to begin repairs at once. Commander, repairs to the damaged bridge at crossing are complete. Although we ran into some complication, the workers were spooked by sightings of dragons flying around the site, so we brought in Tamar for extra security. She did a good enough job, but next time I think we'll call in anybody else. That woman doesn't just frighten the dragons, if you know what I mean, Captain Mathis. Yeah, of course. Better.
Inquisitor.
Hello. Whoa. What are you doing here? Like, seriously. What were they doing here, you guys? You're supposed to be protecting the camp.
All's well, it seems.
It is now. Christ, guys. Better job at your job, please. For goodness sakes. Alright, this is where we're going to save it, guys, and an episode. Until next time, bye now.